Nobody warned Adana that her own hands would destroy her future. She mocked the elders, laughed at the poor, and thought beauty could protect her, but one careless word would destroy her life. Adana was the most beautiful girl in Umuoba village. Her eyes sparkled with confidence, and her hair reflected the sun like black silk. Even strangers passing through would stop to admire her. From a young age, Adana understood the power of her beauty. People praised her, admired her, and she learned to enjoy it. But admiration quickly turned into pride. Pride grew into arrogance, and arrogance, as the elders often said, is the first step toward ruin. Her mother, Mama Adaku, worried endlessly. Adana, she would say, beauty is a gift, but character is your duty. One day your words will betray you, and you will regret it. Adana never listened. She laughed, tossing her hair over her shoulder, and replied, "Mama, beauty opens doors, character does not." Her father, a quiet farmer named Chief Chika, shook his head. "A fine beauty does not make a woman wise," he would tell her. Adana shrugged and walked away, thinking of the market, her new dress, and the eyes waiting to admire her. Every day, Adana dressed like a queen, beautiful clothes and shiny slippers. She strutted slowly along the dusty paths, her presence commanding attention. People looked at her. She loved attention, but she also loved mocking the poor. She laughed at girls with less, teased women carrying heavy loads, and spoke back to elders whenever they tried to correct her. People whispered that she would never listen because of her pride, but few tried to speak with her. Her ears were wide like baskets. Anything you put inside seemed to come straight back out. Mama Ezin, a poor old woman with a back bent from years of toil, spoke little, begged less, and observed everything. People whispered that she knew secrets about life that others did not. Elders treated her with respect, greeting her every morning and asking advice quietly. Adana never did. One hot afternoon, the sun scorched the earth. Adana was in a bad mood because nobody had looked at her on the road that day as they always did. As she strutted past Mama Ezin, the old woman gently said, "My daughter, pride walks faster than destiny. Slow down before it catches you." Adana stopped and laughed loudly, her voice sharp and cruel. "Old woman," she said, "if wisdom feeds people, why are you sitting here like a forgotten pot? Who even listens to you?" Mama Ezin stood slowly, leaning on her stick. Her eyes were calm but deep like a river. "The chick that insults the hen forgets where eggs come from," she said. Then she added softly, "From today, may your beauty bring you nothing. May all your efforts fail. May success run away from you." A cold wind passed through the village. Adana scoffed, laughed, and walked away. "Old woman, your words are empty. Nothing will happen to me." At first, nothing seemed wrong. Adana continued her daily routines, showing off as always, but slowly her world began to change. A young man who had promised to marry her vanished without explanation. Every opportunity she touched slipped through her fingers. People began whispering, "Did she offend an elder?" Words are powerful. Beauty cannot fight destiny. Adana grew confused and angry. "It is impossible," she shouted to her mother one evening. "I am still beautiful. Why is everything failing?" Mama Adaku sighed. "Beauty alone is nothing. Respect your elders. Humility matters more than pride." But Adana did not listen. She blamed luck, the economy. She could not see that her own hands had sown the seeds of her misfortune. Months passed. Adana tried to start a business, selling foodstuff in the village market. She worked tirelessly, but customers came, glanced at her, and left. A friend whispered, "Adana, perhaps your words have cursed your path." She laughed bitterly. "Nonsense, who can curse me?" She didn't know what to do. She thought of planting cassava, but the rains failed that season. Rats ate her crops. Her money vanished. Her hopes vanished with it. Even her social life crumbled. Young men, once eager to impress her, now avoided her. Those who did speak to her were insincere. Slowly, her beauty faded. Slowly, her pride crumbled. Her laughter died. The villagers watched her silently. They did not mock her suffering, but used her story as a lesson. Mothers used it as an example to their daughters and said, "See, Adana, my child, words can destroy destinies. Beauty alone does not save a life. Do not laugh at the poor. Do not insult elders. Respect your elders, or your future will be ruined." Adana's thoughts became her prison. She remembered every insult, every cruel word. She recalled the laughter she once enjoyed and realized how shallow it had been. She wanted to go back, to apologize, to change, but the past could not be undone. She began visiting the elders quietly, asking questions about life and respect. They spoke gently, sharing wisdom she had ignored. Slowly she understood, true beauty lies in humility, true power lies in kindness, true success lies in respect for others. But understanding came late. Her hands, which had destroyed her destiny, could not rebuild it. Again, a man proposed marriage. She prepared herself with excitement, but at the last minute, he left without explanation. Every attempt to regain success failed. Her beauty no longer opened doors. It only reminded people of the girl who insulted Mama Ezin. Years passed. Adana's beauty faded, her pride broke, and her regret grew. She worked humbly, avoided confrontation, and helped the poor, but the villagers remembered her past. Even her Mama Adaku sighed quietly because of the shame her daughter had brought. "If only she had listened to me," she murmured. "Beauty without respect is like a river flowing into dry land. It gives nothing." Adana never regained her former life. Her beauty, once a gift, became meaningless. Her pride, once a shield, buried her under shame. Even today, people warn each other. Respect your elders. Words have power. Pride destroys destinies faster than any curse. Adana's story lives on, not as gossip, but as a warning and lesson. Every child in Umuoba village grows up remembering humility matters more than pride, and words spoken carelessly can ruin a life. Moral lesson: beauty without good character leads to destruction. Pride and disrespect can ruin an entire life. Words spoken carelessly can never be taken back. Elders carry wisdom. Ignore them at your own risk. If this story touched you, like this video. If you believe respect still matters, share this story. And if you want more deep African village stories with strong lessons, subscribe and turn on notifications. Because some stories are not just for entertainment, they are warnings. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video.